special edition today of Talking with Tron, brought to you by Wilson Toyota of Ames. As you can see, we're not at Wilson Toyota today. We're at the man himself, Bill Fennelly's office. Now, not the Cyclone Fanatic home office that we make fun of all the time. Coach Fennelly, thanks for letting us stop in today, man.
Thank you. Welcome. This is kind of home for us this time of year. We spend a lot of time here, and certainly what a special place, the Sukup facility. And any of the Cyclone fans that haven't had a chance to come see it, give us a call. We'd love to show it off. It's a lot to brag about, but it's a special place, and so hopefully there's a lot of work getting done here.
Man, this, you know what, here, we like to keep it real, right? This isn't an office, man. You know what, me, Coach, I have an office. Yeah. This here is exactly what he said. This is a home. I agree with you. If you haven't seen this place, this is the deal. I mean, this is like, I think Puff Daddy was in the bathroom. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if it was him or not because he just walked by me, but this really is a nice facility.
Yeah, it's amazing. And you know, with this time of year, we spend a lot of time here. My wife's very happy when I'm here. She always, I have my own bathroom and shower, couch. So I spend a lot of nights here, and you know, there's a lot of things that can get done, but it's a special place, and for the men's and women's team, it's created a lot of buzz, and the wow factor of recruiting is a huge part, as we all know. And but yeah, if you ever want to see it, we'd love to show it to you.
Coach, we're really excited about this weekend for your basketball team. We were talking earlier today when we were getting ready to do this. When you talk about Saturday with Colorado coming to town, big Monday, Texas, and just where your team's at, you know, in the conference standings right now, is this is a pretty crucial weekend, isn't it? Is that an understatement?
That probably might be an understatement. Yeah, it's you know, no coach wants to put the old must-win thing out there. Yeah. And I've never been one of those. I've always thought the must-win is the game you have to win to keep your season going. Mm-hmm. But this is as close as it gets this weekend. You know, you're playing at home with the men in the afternoon, us at night. Certainly a chance to go on Big Monday. And when you start talking about that you know, when you think about basketball, Big Monday has become this iconic, you know, must viewing for a basketball fan, and to be on that stage, not just for our team, but for our community, our university, for Iowa State to play in the University of Texas. Mm-hmm. It's a great opportunity for us, and certainly two huge games with people right in the standings with us, and you're down to the last 5 games of the season. This is what, you know, people love to, if you're a basketball fan, you love this time of year, and it's fun to be playing those kind of games, and hopefully we can make that jump and play the way we need to play.
And you know what? Thinking about the community and thinking about the fans, I had the opportunity to be at the Pink Zone game. And you know, I've been following and doing our halftime event for a while. I must say, here at this game, it was the atmosphere, the way that the fans and the community showed up. That was just perfect. It was great. I had a lot of people telling me, hey, you know, the way that looked on TV, they were flashing between games, and it totally stands aside. I have a petition though. I'm going to get this petition started, and I'm going to get everybody to sign it. So fanatics, get ready. It's coming to your doorstep. I want a coach's cam for you. I want Coach Fennelly on a cam, because I'll tell you this. Those girls don't have a choice but to play hard when they watch you. I watch you from the side. I watch you from my seat, and it gets me excited. And in doing that, it gets the fans excited. So I tell you, I want to see it. I want to see a Fennelly cam, because I think it'll help not only us, the fans. I think it'll help the team, because I tell you, you are the man. When you don't like it, the refs know you don't like it.
Yeah, that's true. I get myself in trouble, Tron, sometimes. I think it's my Irish temper or whatever, but I'm passionate about what I do. I'm not going to apologize for that. That's just who it is, you know, and I feel strongly about this university, about this team, about doing the things that we have to do to get ready to play. And it's such a special environment, and the fans, everyone always asks me, you know, how do you describe your fan base? And I'm not smart enough to articulate that. It's amazing, and whether it's the pink game and Monday's whiteout night and all that kind of stuff. It's just the emotional attachment that Iowa State fans have to the student athletes, to coaches, is something unlike any place I've ever been. And I don't know exactly how that all started, and it's way before my time, but it is really, really special. And it's fun to walk into Hilton knowing that every single person who comes into that building is committed to the school, committed to what we're doing. They've driven in bad weather. They've spent their hard-earned money, and it's up to us to work just as hard as they've worked, and hopefully give them a night of entertainment, and you know, certainly hope that they walk out of there feeling that, hey, that we won the game, number one, but really that they feel like, hey, that's my team, and that's how my team's supposed to play and go to work every day, just like we all do every day. And hopefully we're doing that.
He used the words emotional attachment. And I was sitting with Tron at the Pink Out game the other day, and we both at the same time, we didn't even look at each other. It wasn't anything like it. We stood up and gave one of your players a standing ovation, and it was Chelsea Poppins. I'm not supposed to have a favorite player, I know that, but if I had to pick one, I'd say it's Chelsea Poppins because, I mean, she is a bulldozer down there.
Right. Yeah, I think if you did a little survey, Pop would win a lot of those.
Ooh, yeah.
People love that. But again, she identifies, and our fans identify with her as hardworking, do the dirty work, do everything you got to do, find a way to win the game. It's not always the smoothest or the prettiest, but let's find a way. And that's the way life is. Find a way to make something happen in a positive way. That's the way Pop plays. That red hair's flying.
Oh, yeah.
It's like like someone told me, she plays like her hair's on fire. And she's an amazing kid and someone that, little town in Iowa, and we got Kelsey Bolte from Ida Grove, you got Hallie Christopherson from Exira. It doesn't matter where you're from, is how big your heart is, and certainly Pop is one of those kids that we're lucky to have on our team.
Thinking about that, you've done a great job just over the years of being able to get these girls to come in, and it's almost, I like to tell people when they ask me to talk about you, I say, you know what, he just brings the best out. Not only players, I've had a lot of fans come up and say, yeah, I had a conversation with Coach Fennelly, and he just made me feel better. Is that something? Is it just in you? I know you're talking about the emotion, the way you are with the school. Me and Chris, we have a good time because we have that attachment too. But I think it's just different. A lot of fans watch you, and I watch you, and I hear you talking to the girls. Is it just that fire? You have that much belief in these girls, and you just bring it out in them.
Yeah, I do. I love this team. I love this university. I love what I do every single day. I'm one of the luckiest people. I mean, I love my job. I love to go to work every day. My wife always teases me. She goes, I wish people knew that you really were a nice guy. They see me at Hilton, and I'm always mad, and I'm yelling at somebody. My face is, and I understand that. I do. But I think that we've tried to really entrench ourselves into the community, into the university. We have one son graduate from here, another one's going to graduate in May. We love Ames. We want to do everything we can, and that's part of our job. Our job is to be an extension of the university, of the athletics department in a little way. Certainly, it starts with Jamie and Coach Rhodes and Fred, but anything we can do to make it better, we're going to do that, and we want to be a piece of the community, and that's why, I think the pink thing was so special because we did a clinic for little kids before the game. So you have the little kids at one end, you got Cyclone Alley in the other end, you got pink everywhere for a great cause. And I think what a great infomercial. You couldn't pay enough money for the national TV audience to see how special this place really is. Not just Iowa State, but Central Iowa, and the work ethic and the belief that people have in doing things the right way on a daily basis. And hopefully we're just a small part of that.
No, wait a minute here. We're back to this pink game. Right, because at halftime we had a very special event that we came up with, and I'm not going to say any names, but for all you fans, you already know we had a guest shooter. Now I'm just wondering because I hear she was pretty good when she was on your team. Was she punished for? I mean, because I had a lot riding on those 5 shots, and she blew the first one.
She missed one.
So I'm just curious, did you punish her? Is she out there shooting right now?
I don't know. She needs to be, because we talked a lot about it. She was, she's going to, Lindsay's bragging it up. I was going to hit all 5. And so I heard she took the gas on the first one. And we were all. It's funny because at halftime everyone was kind of peeking through the door to see how she was doing. And but I think 4 out of 5 wasn't bad. But it's one of those things as you go through and you get those fans out there and you're getting the crowd pumped up, and everybody, I can go make a free throw. Well, you stand out there in front of Hilton and all those things on the line. You're talking about one of the greatest players ever play here. Making 4 out of 5 is pretty good, but to go out there and do that, and with all those eyes on you, it's a little bit different than doing it out here or in your driveway.
I can do it out here because no one will know if I make it or miss anyway.
That's right.
All right, guys, we got to address the elephant in the room. Coach, I can't lie. We walked in here today, and he looked stressed. He looked like the weight of the world on his shoulders. This Pujols thing has really gotten to you, hasn't it? I mean, you can just tell.
Yeah, this is not a good time of year. I'm tired. I'm grouchy. I keep telling Fred Hoiberg, about 3 years he's going to look as old and grouchy and gray as I do, instead of this good-looking, young, flat-bellied, driving us all crazy. But yeah, the Pujols thing is crazy, and I've ruined those. I'm a fanatical St. Louis Cardinal fan, and I'm an Albert Pujols fan, and our dog is named Albert. So I'm thinking, okay, how do I change the dog's name if he leaves and becomes a Cub of all? So yeah, this is not a good time for any basketball coach. We're normally stressed out, and now you add, this thing to it. But hopefully it works out, and I do. I think both sides have probably tarnished their image, and certainly Albert's image in St. Louis is iconic not just as a player, but in the community. and I hope that it doesn't come out that he just was overly greedy. He deserves to be paid. He's done a lot, but at what point, like we were talking about before, what's the difference between $26 and $27 million? Those numbers are just unfathomable for most of us, but I hope it works out. He's a great player, but he's a great person, and I think he's the perfect fit for a baseball city like St. Louis, and I hope it works out for his family, but it is kind of an odd deal that they're going to let it go to the end of the year.
I agree with Albert. You can't feed your kids on $26 million. I mean,
Latrell Sprewell, right? I need to feed my family. Who does that? Yeah.
We're using Latrell Sprewell as a character reference.
Yeah,
now.
that's not good.
I think that's a sign to wrap things up.
that.
Coach, we appreciate it. Thank you
Chris.
so much for the time.
Thanks for everything you guys do for us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks to Coach Fennelly. Thanks to Wilson Toyota for providing all the women's basketball coverage at Cyclone Fanatic. It's been great. Ian Smith's done an awesome job. Best of luck, Coach, in the future. We're going to be cheering you guys on.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody. Go out and support the team this weekend. A huge day on Saturday, 12:45 the men. The women will tip at 7. And then we got Big Monday. Men haven't had one this year. This is the first time Hilton's really going to be hopping Big 12 play on a Monday night. Get out there. It's a whiteout. We'll see you at Hilton Coliseum.